see you. Hello everyone. Welcome to Tbilisi. We are now by the main avenue called after Shota Rustaveli, a 12th century poet and diplomat. I wish all the politicians and diplomats were as talented as Shota Rustaveli, because he's mostly loved by his poetry, by his poem about a knight in the panther skin. So his literary work was so important that the squares, the streets in, I can't really vouch, but it looks like in every town and city of Georgia there is at least a street or a square named after him. Hi, good to see you all. I know it's a little early. Oh, Sharon, I didn't expect you to join. When are you supposed to travel? Oh, you're in London already. Wow. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you. How is your mom doing? Please send my love to your mom. And I'll mark the date on my calendar. So, Sharon, you surely recognize the place. It's a bit loud, but hopefully my dead cat works. You know, this thing is called a dead cat. So I hope it works, and I hope I won't lose it by the end of the tour. However, it's only going to be loud just now by the avenue. But the tour is not about Rustaveli Avenue. The tour is not about literature. The tour is about the new cable car that opened about a month ago. Even less than a month ago, actually. And oh, great, Sharon. Good to know. So the cable car is behind this monumental Soviet period building. Now this building is it houses the Georgian National Academy of Sciences, hence the sign over there. And clearly the building was intended to house a very important organization back in the Soviet times. There were several research facilities in this building, and now it's the home to the Academy of Science. However, you can ask me, okay, Anna, but where is the cable car? Well, the cable line, it's the pavilion. It's actually behind this building. For a long time, you know, people would just pass by this building, would see some shops and the pharmacy, and yeah, this place is famous for its artists. You can buy some souvenirs, some handmade stuff here, and lots of paintings as well. This place has been like this for a long time, even since the Soviet period. So everyone knows this place, mostly for the artworks you can buy here, as well as some small jewelry, maybe a little bit of Soviet period items, but mostly artworks, and some of them are really sweet. I'm not going to buy anything today, but for a long time it was just this. And normally people would be in a hurry unless they're tourists, because they would be rushing to this metro station, Rustaveli metro station, a little bit over there. And why so? Well, because the cable car was not operating. In fact, starting from 1990s, summer of 1990, here would be the scaffolding. It would be all closed. There wouldn't be the passage. But less than a month ago, the big foyer, the big pavilion for the new cable car reopened again after a very long restoration that was started in early 2000s, believe it or not. So it's taken them over 20 years to restore the building. And you see the long light over here. I came here about 90 minutes before the tour, and I was I was surprised, to put it mildly, to see such a long line. However, this is the line to buy the tickets, not to get in the get in the cable cars. So technically, you only need to have a ticket, and I have the ticket. So I will be definitely going upstairs, and I'll show you the building from the inside as well. And also, since I like to talk about architecture and history. Clearly, the architecture, the design of this place, of this pavilion, is very similar to the architecture of the buildings of the Academy of Science. And even though this is the back facade, the courtyard, it still looks quite impressive. And you can see that even the materials, the and the design, the style is the same, because both buildings were constructed in the same period, in the 1950s. And the architect who worked on the station building is the same, is the one who also worked for the Academy, for the Academy of Science. And since I want to make sure we catch with the beautiful views and the beautiful lights, I would like to start going up to the top. So I'm not going to be filming this stuff. So how much over? Thank you. Okay, that was quick. So now, what I love is that there are no steps. Sharon, you would like it, and you would have liked it had you been here. This is just the ramp, a very long ramp, the beautiful winding ramp, all over to the top, up to the top. There was a small line, but you'll see that the cable cars go very quickly. There are, from what I understand, there are about 20 cable cars. Hi, Jimmy. Oh, so many flags. It is beautiful. It is modern, really spacious. I like also this, the ironwork on the windows. I like the design, and I like the smooth lines. Okay, enjoy your pizza and coffee, Jimmy. And what you need to get here, in case anyone is planning to hit Tbilisi, to visit Tbilisi in the future, it's very simple. Only if it's a weekend, you may have to spend some time in the line, because everyone else wants to see it. Okay, so what you need in order to get to the top, you need to buy a ticket. And to buy a ticket, they're gonna sell you this card. It's empty. I'm not sure how much it costs. I think less than $1. And now we're going to be standing in line. But they should go really quick, because as I said, the cables car come like every minute, and there are up to 6 people that they can fit in one, so it shouldn't take really long. But that's why I was a bit in a hurry to start. So, and then this plastic card will stay with you forever. You can keep it as a souvenir. I love the design. It's called Tatsminda Park. Tatsminda Park. There's even a website if you're interested. And I like also that they have the year here. The year is 1905. 1905 is definitely not the year when the station building was constructed, and nor it's the year when the cable cars were launched. But the first Tatsminda Park was just a park intended for locals of Tbilisi, I'm going to switch the camera so you could also see me. Here I am. Hello. And it's on the top of the mountain. You will see it as we go up. And I have already done a couple of tours on the top of them. That's in the mountain, but we went there by the funicular. And it all started with the funicular. So the funicular, let me switch the camera as well. And we can see the top, the upper floors of the building, the same building of the Academy of Sciences. Obviously, the back facade is not that interesting. So the funicular was built before the revolution, if you remember, and those who are not exactly familiar with the history of Georgia will explain that starting from 1801. Yeah, quick. Okay, so Georgia was part of the Russian Empire, and then also the Soviet army invaded after the revolution in 1917, and starting from early 1920s, Georgia became part of the Soviet Russia as well.
So you are together? All
No.
together?
No, I'm just one. So you see the cable cars. So the funicular was built before the imperial time, so before the Russian Empire collapsed, and it was built by a Belgian company. Okay, thanks. Now I'm going to get on the cable car. Yoo-hoo! So as I said, up to 6 people can fit in one, hopefully. And you see it's quite slow, so it's not a big deal to jump on it. And if you're afraid of heights, and well, I hope it's not going to be that scary, since you're not actually taking the cable car, but it's going to be quite high. So you see people just at ease jump into the train, into the car. And well, here we are. So altogether, the whole ride, it's about 4 minutes one way. So you see, actually it looks like the train that go the other direction are going faster. I'm not sure. And that's in the mountains just ahead of us. Altogether, we are going to be at the, I would say the highest is like 900 meters. This is the length of the whole cable line. And that's in the mountain is about 700 meters or so. Yes, I'm on my own there. Yeah, Sharon, my mom left a few days ago. She's already missing us, and we miss her. But the first time I came, the first time I tried this cable line was a few days ago with my mom, and she's terribly afraid of heights. So she had to close her eyes. I mean, she really tried to brace herself, but that didn't really help much. So she just closed her eyes, and she was just sitting there trying to breathe. Yeah, well, that view is quite beautiful because all around us there are mountains, and hence the just like did all the shores on both shores of the river, which you can probably see a little bit from here. The Kura River, Omtkvari, and this is the building of the Academy of Sciences, and the Rustaveli Avenue. I think you can hardly see it at the moment. In the meantime, even my gimbal got a bit dizzy. Show you what we see from the other side. So yeah, that looks quite scary. That would really freak my mom out. It's just the rocks. It's just that. And I already like the colors. So even though it's mid-November, it still doesn't really look very yellow. If I show you that side of the street, it's mostly evergreens. So it's like, I would say, almost summer all year round. And no snow, and I'm not sure if there's going to be any snow this year. As you know, I only came to Georgia in January this year. And yeah, well, the lights are getting really lovely, so I really hope. And sorry, the glass is a little bit dirty, but you can see, so we are approaching very close to the pavilion, to the station pavilion on the top. And this is the TV tower, the highest one in the Caucasus. Well, the Caucasus is a big region, and Georgia is just a small country in the south of the Caucasus. So technically, anyone, provided that they have good boots, I guess, and familiar with the difficulties, which is not really, it's, I would say, any amateur hiker could do that. I'm not the one, though. Oh, wow. It's good. I think it's a bit blurry now. It's already much better. It's not, I'm afraid.
No.
Totally, but definitely this is not the highest mountain in Georgia. It's really tiny compared to the Kazbek Mountains, where a very famous resort. I know, I'm just... There's a little bit of a buffering. So we're... My ears are still popping. So now it's going to open and we'll be free. That's the view. So when I rode it for the first time, I really was not that prepared. Thank you. So that's what it looks like. Sorry. And then another one is already coming. So these lines should not scare you off. Well, the height might, but as I say, if you help me with conversions, that would be just fantastic, because I'm really hopeless with them. So, but as I said, the total length is a bit less than a kilometer, or like half a mile. This is the length of the cable line. And so we are at around 700 meters height over here. It's Sunday evening, definitely there are loads of people, and I'm not sure how long it's gonna get me to go back, but I'm not willing to go back, to go down just right now. So let us enjoy the view. Let's find out whether it's been worth it. So I guess it's probably the safest way to to see the city from bird's eye view if you're afraid of heights. So do it with me. Oh, that's beautiful light. So that's exactly the lights I've been waiting for. So I knew that the sun would be the opposite side. So speaking of the price, so it's a little bit higher. Oh, hi Cheryl, good to see you. So that's my car. As I said, the card is a little less than $1 US, and 3 laris. But I bought it like a long time ago, so I'm not sure exactly what the price is. I can check on our way out, and then you just top it up for as much as you want. You can use it both with the funicular and also with the new cable car. So the price is one way. It'll cost you 12 laris.
For your vlog.
Oh, thank you. This is very sweet. Oh.
You.
Thank you. That's me, indeed. What is that? What happened when celebrities were filmed in Tbilisi? Oh wow, this is lovely. They just did it. They're just taking a pic of me, and then they just give it to people. This is very sweet. It's the first time I see it. 10th of November. Mom, I'm famous. Very clever. Very clever. Oh, that's not too bad. Now, thanks to my mom, I have lots of pics of me at work. Backstage, because normally I would do these tours alone, and I have no idea what I look like. Okay, that's lovely. And also it has here the list of sites, important sites to see in Tbilisi, and 10 things to do in Tbilisi. Where we will sort it out later, definitely. And now I'm going to fold it because there's no other way I can actually carry it. So, and one way it costs you 12 lari. It's a little bit more expensive, Sharon, than the funicular, because funicular is 10 laris one way, and this is 12 lari. So, but I know that it costs them dozens of millions of laris, which is, I think, Let me try to calculate correctly. So 50 million laris was the cost of the restoration altogether. Restoration, I mean, just the construction of the new cable line, also the restoration of the pavilion that we've just been to. And well, as you see here is also another station, the upper station of the cable line. It's not too big, but anyway, it all costs money, so it's definitely more than 3 million euros, I guess. No, not three. Let me calculate it right. So it's definitely over 15 million euros altogether. You know, I'm horrible with math, so I don't want to embarrass myself even more. And we continue. Let's explore it from multiple sides. The building over here, it's from the Soviet period, when originally in 1905 the cable line was constructed. Not the cable line, sorry, the funicular line was constructed. There was a much smaller building, so it's from the Soviet period. And well, from here actually you can see how big Tbilisi is. Wow. Oh, and it smells so lovely here. Very fresh air. Wow. So speaking of the views and what we can see on the top, if I zoom it in, you will see, hi Ronelyn, hi, you will see the church. Actually, we haven't been around the church yet. It's on the list for sure. Actually, we haven't really been to that area at all. Over that side is let me just show you exactly what I'm talking about. The area all around this church, it's called Avlabar, which is the old Armenian quarter. And there are lots of things to see over there. Most of them are run down, but not the church. The church is quite new. It was built in the 21st century. They finished the construction, and that clearly, if I check it out, so according to this brochure of things to do, wait a minute, I think I'm gonna need to put back my card. Just a second. Oh, I so wish my mom would be here. I wish she was here, helping me out with all the things. Okay, so now let's do it like this. So we have the list of things to see in Tbilisi, and the second thing after the funicular is the Sameba Cathedral. So this is the Tsminda Sameba Cathedral, the main cathedral of Tbilisi, and well, the entire Georgia, since Tbilisi is the capital. And I also like it, well, the architecture. From the architecture point of view, from the design point of view, you see that this building also looks like it's made of a lace. I like this intricate designs, and the building doesn't really look. Hi Sabrina, good to see you. Hi. It doesn't really look heavy, massive. It looks really airy, and you must have noticed also the intricate ironwork around on the building of the lower station. Good, thank you. Enjoying the breathtaking views of Tbilisi. And hi Stefan, good to see you. Thank you so much for joining. I know this, well, local time is 5 p.m. GMT plus 4, and clearly this is not the most convenient time for many of you. So I appreciate your joining, and also if you just joined. And hi Nathalie, and please send my love to Gar, your lovely cat. Well, if you join just now, you'll be able to watch the recording to see the rest, to see what you missed. And let me just do a little bit of a virtual tour from a distance, like a lazy virtual tour over there. You can see this interesting metal construction. The locals call it just pants. That's okay, Natalie, don't worry. I'll zoom in maybe just a little bit more so you could see the this is after a ride on the Tbilisi funicular railway. No, I haven't today, haven't taken the funicular yet. And actually, since I've already taken the funicular twice, I was thinking to go back also with the cable car and to show it to you, to show you the city again from just a different angle. And the funicular, I've already done at least 2 tours on the funicular. So what else do we see? So these are the so-called pans. Actually, this building was constructed at the same time as that construction over there. Yeah, over there. That's the Peace Bridge. Not much you can see of the bridge from this side because, well, we're almost parallel to the bridge, so you don't really see the span. But so Cheryl, I can get down either by cable car, which I'm planning to do. We could also take the funicular, the one from 1905, obviously restored in the Soviet period, and or even I can even call a taxi because technically speaking, everywhere here you can get by the car. So the road would well definitely take you longer than the funicular, which is quicker. Like funicular takes about 1 minute, the cable line is about 4 minutes, and the car, I'm not sure. Last time it was like 25 minutes, and I think when Sharon was here it was also about 25 minutes or so. Paraglide, actually, I haven't seen the option of a paragliding, and I doubt I would have taken it anyway. Because I'm a little bit afraid of heights. So the building over there, the building that looks like pants, is the expo center. That's not really functioning at the moment. It was built during the office of Mr. Saakashvili, the former president of Georgia, and also he built it so that the pants building would overlook his palace. Over there, right over there, you can see this really big monumental palace with a glass dome and I would say very Greek or Roman portico. You can't really tell from here. So this was the palace also built as the president's residence during the Mikhail Saakashvili. And also the area where you see the gigantic ball, M&M's ball. This is the balloon actually. The balloon is just tourist attraction. It lifts you up in the air. It's about like 20 meters or so. Actually, I haven't taken that ride yet. I might though. Toboggan would be fun. Yeah, I can picture it already. Okay. Now my legs get wobbly because I would like to just go a little bit over here to show it to you from the very top. This is the highest you can get. Quite a view. And actually, I think now you can tell that the Earth is round. Wow, really spacious. Also, what you can see from here, and you cannot but notice it, I would like to, for some reason I can zoom in. These are the places almost. Oh yeah, Sharon, another option is to walk. Again, you can take a hike up and you can just hike down as well. It would take you definitely over 1 hour. I don't know exactly how long. I think you can look up this information. So the building over there, locals call it a mushroom. Maybe I don't know. This is the building. Actually, almost all these buildings we have already seen on my virtual tours of Tbilisi. I've done so many virtual walks, so it's not the first time we're here either. This is the modern center where you can, I would say, kind of a municipality building where you can arrange all the documents you need, do all the paperwork in one place within one day. Yeah, it kind of looks like a mushroom, you're right. So it's very convenient. They call it a justice house, but I believe this is not really the best translation for it. But I'm not sure what's the best term for it. Like, what is there a word like this in English where you could like this the one institution where you can get all your papers done, from a birth certificate to a death certificate, set up a business, close your business, pay taxes, everything, arrange your passport, driver's license, marriage certificate, all sorts of things. So I'm not sure what the word is. Not sure. Also, over there, and also the plan is, after we chill a little bit on the top, to go down, and depending on the time, I also was thinking to walk you a little bit. Just googling this on the laptop screen. Have you been to the Diamond Bridge? No, I haven't been to I don't know what the Diamond Bridge is, to be honest. So over there, this is the first skyscraper built in the post-Soviet period. It's a hotel now. It's on the Rustaveli Avenue, exactly on the avenue. And by the way, the neighborhood below us, well, you may be familiar with it. It's the Solalaki, the very famous 19th century neighborhood. It's mostly made up of quite beautiful mansions. Oh, Melanie, thank you so much for the tips. So just to remind you that all my tours are free to join and, tip supported. And you can support me either by PayPal, or you could just buy me a coffee. The links are on the pinned comment on the top of the chat. Yes, Stefan, I live here. I've been living here since January of this year, not last year, this year. So it's going to be a year. Thank you so much. But I still haven't seen everything in Tbilisi, and I'm also planning to travel a little bit later in November around Georgia to also film some things. And I just made some calculations, and well, I would say sometimes it's not really feasible to go somewhere with a live walking tour, but I also film a lot, and I will be scheduling some pre-recorded tours as well, such as the tour in the wine museum, because you may remember that Georgia is officially the birthplace of winemaking. This is the 360 panorama that you can just enjoy. Oh, GH, hi, good to see you. Let me see the comments. Sorry, it disappeared so quickly. We used to play there as children. Oh my God, the memories are bringing back. Oh, yeah, so GH is originally from Georgia. GH has joined me several times already. And, also I'm pretty sure that GH, you were taken to the theme park, because what do we have on Tatsminda mountain? This is a restaurant. This is the TV tower, and also all the way up there is theme park for children, for families, and this is where we had Honey Festival. So this is the top is for entertainment, the top is for families, hence also there's 360 panoramic click that one can take. I'm not sure what the term is. So let's go a little bit to explore the theme park, just a little. So we were to the theme park just once. So I hope those are only good memories. When was the last time you visited Tatsminda Park, GH? Fell there one day and hurt my knee, and I still have the scar on my knee. Oh goodness. Oh, that must have been a really bad fall. Wow. Well, GH, tell me, is this true that this restaurant, that's me in the restaurant, has the best donuts in town? Because, yeah, well, I tried them once. It was really good. And locals would tell me that these donuts in this cafe from the very top are the really, really the best in town. Was it like this back then? We carved our name on one of those stones. Oh, oh wow, interesting. Which stones? There are so many of them. So it's getting more yellow from here, but they're mostly evergreens, so it doesn't look very autumny. Loads of people. Wow, really a lot of people here. The donuts are great. Okay, good to know. The jelly pecan kazoo ones. Oh, I haven't seen them. So last time I was here with my mom a few days ago, that I saw the donuts with pumpkin cream. That I remember. The third step from below, or you mean these steps? Let's try. Who knows? We might find out. We might find the initial that you carved. Okay, you guide me. Where exactly? Where exactly? So the small flight. This is the third flight of steps. If it's the one, or you want me to go to just the third step. Now I'm curious. Now I want to see. I want to check. Well, I really doubt that anyone actually ever bothered to restore the steps. They look good to me. Yes, I think all of us are intrigued. So let me know. Let me know where to find it. And in the meantime, we can see the map. That's what you can see in the park. That's the funicular over there. And yes, GH, everyone wants to know. Everyone wants to know. So these, as I said, so 1905 is the original. This is the year when the first funicular was built and launched. And you could even see the funicular on some of the on at least one painting of Niko Pirosmani or Pirosmanishvili. And I think I even showed it to you. There is also a middle station over here on the funicular, not the cable car, the funicular, and it would take you to Pantheon, the cemetery of the outstanding people of Georgia, writers, actors, politicians, and there is a church. And you can't go there with the cable car. You can go there either on foot. Not sure about the car though. I haven't taken it. And also the funicular. And the theme park. There are cafes, some games, some attractions. I'm not a big fan of all these. No roller coasters. Yeah, so that's exactly what it says, since 1905. But back then in 1905, there wasn't really a theme park. It was just the park where people like to come and spend some time outdoors. Okay, so GH disappeared, so I don't know where to see those carved letters. Anyway, so I'm still here, who knows? She might want to come back. Yeah, the vibes of a theme park. Oh. I'm not going too far over there because my plan is to still go down and show you a little bit around the lower station, so Rustaveli Avenue, just a little bit. So I'll just go as far as here. The steps, actually, they're really nicely done, so you don't really get tired or short of breath as you reach the top. I think it's that set of the steps. Okay. Well, let's see, GH. Why not? Since I'm already here, do you know which side? The right or left? Curious. Really curious. I bet the trees were not this big back then. Okay, now I'm on a mission. Do you know from which side? On the top, somewhere below. And I bet it's taken you a while. I think it took you a while to carve it because they look like really big rocks. Left. Okay, I'm on the right. So let's go to the left. I'm in the adventurous mood. Okay. Now you help me find it. I'm trying to see which set since. Okay. Well, I'm by the set number 3. People think I'm nuts. I don't care. Not that I can see anything. Sorry, guys. I'm not sure what this is. No, that doesn't look like anything carved. Just the dust. Too many steps to check. We'll have to visit. Yes, we'll have to visit for sure. Well, I cannot see anything at the moment. Okay. Like a needle in a haystack. Pretty much what it is. No, it's so much fun. So GH, just one more time. Maybe there's something I don't see, or maybe it's somewhere there. And then you'll have to come up with a more detailed instructions so I could venture out on another try. Nice for trying, absolutely. So now I think it's time to go back because, well, I'm not sure how long the line is. Probably not really long, but I wanna see what it looks like from that side when you go down the cable car. And when we were down, yeah, I think I'll tell you also one story related to the history of this cable line. I will tell you when we are down already. So I don't see many people, so it shouldn't take us long. That's good. And that's totally fine if let's say when you're here and you all of a sudden decide to take not the cable car but the funicular, they'll also charge you with the same card, and that'll only mean that there will be 2 lari's left on your card. I'm not sure how long the validity is, but definitely it's gonna be there. Your money your money's not gonna burn. Okay. So let's see. There's not really much information here. So yes, only sells 12 lari and the working hours from 9 to 12. And yes, they are all illuminated at night. Sorry, are you going? Hi. Ramacak. Yes. Thanks. So I'm waiting for my car. I also like the way they look. They look so modern. Just one more look on the pavilion, nicely looking in the lights, with the lights on. Yeah. Okay, so I think I'll go this way now so we could see it from this side. So I was trying to see how much exactly the card is. Well, this one, the Turkish one, but I couldn't find any information. We'll see if there will be any information regarding it. Well, downstairs. We'll see. So you see the doors are closing now, which is reassuring. Well, and so it was really slowly. That's why it takes 4 minutes for it to go down. And you can see the lights, twilight. Sorry for the patchy connection. Okay, sorry, I'm not sure what happened. So, well, just a patchy connection, and that's Minda behind. I'm not really sure. It might just be a illusion. There's also one more cable line in the old city, and we haven't taken it yet with you. Some buffering, but it's yes. Sorry, Ronaldine. Even when we took the some buffering. So I hope so. Let me know if it's better. Gar and I are being patient. No worries. Thank you, Natalie and Gar. Thank you. Yeah, I guess it can be helped. And also, when I did the Halloween tour, I mentioned that there is the zone with paranormal, like abnormal activity on Tbilisi mountain, right? So there's something clearly wrong with the magnetic field. So this also could be a little interference with the magnetic field. Oh, yeah, that's what I really wanted to show you. The Russian Orthodox Church over there. Since lots of history and lots of I would say past together with the Soviet Union and Russia, you can find some Russian churches here for sure, and this is one of them. I'm planning to see it I mean on the ground, not from the funicular. It's a really beautiful one, and there are so many beautiful churches in general. There's like 12th century churches, even older than that. And we are almost here. We are almost downstairs. Yay!
نمیتون
Here we are. We're back. Oh, Cindy, thank you so much for the coffees. I didn't expect you to join. Yep. Here we are. So let's see what it looks like. Yeah. Just a second. So I like these cars. I like the design. So really nice. I really enjoyed it. And also, I've been just Googling the history of this modern cable line, and so they purchased the equipment from Austria, from the company that is considered the lead in construction. And I like it. It's so smooth. Very expensive investment. So the next time I will be I will be taking you to next time I will be taking you to the another cable line in the old city to see the downtown, the old city from, well, I would say it's that mountain range is a little lower, but the views are beautiful as well. And now let's go down and just enjoy again the architecture, the design of the station building. And when we are out, I'll share with you one story. And hopefully we'll be able to wrap it up by a beautiful building not really far from here. So just a little bit of the steps. But there's also an elevator. When I was standing just next to, which means this is possible. It's possible to visit it with wheelchairs and prams. I don't know whether the prams are allowed on the cable car, like inside the car. So that's, I'm gonna have to double check. But the elevator is available too. But the ramps is really, I mean, it's comfortable. It's not too steep. It's and it's already so dark outside. It looks like when you are on top, the time goes a little bit slower. Or maybe I just get a little bit slower when the oxygen hits hits my brain. So that's it. We are out. And hopefully not the same people. The same line, hopefully not made of the same people waiting to buy the ticket. So as I said, you buy the ticket here, so don't let the line scare you off. Or it's just, well, this is like about 5 minutes and then you're done. And I like it when the lights are on. Just check this out. Just check this out. Lovely. So there is a story that I wasn't sure when would be the best time to share it with you. So I'll share it now that I'm back, that I'm on the ground, and I'll share it with you on my way to a lovely spot that I would like to wrap this tour up. So this cable line worked smoothly starting from mid 1950s up until the 1st of June 1990. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you, dear. I hope you're feeling better today. Hope you just slept it off. Oh, thank you. And on that day, back in 1990, there was a horrible accident. There was a school trip, and the kids from the town of Tbilisi came on a big tour of Tbilisi, and around 3 in the afternoon they got on the cable cars, and one of the cars was already almost reached the top, and the other one almost reached the lower station. And then all of a sudden, one of the ropes broke, and 19 people died. That was a tragedy, horrible tragedy. And ever since that day, back in 1990, the cable car was not functioning. Yes, Ronaldine. But from what I gathered, it was not about the condition of the cable car. It was about that too many people got on one and the same car. It clearly exceeded the limit, the weight limit. That's why the ropes broke. By the way, so this is this was one of the stories I didn't share with my mom. I didn't want her to be even more scared. Oh, Natalie, you remember it from back then? Wow, I was only 3 years, so I definitely didn't know. By the way, what I'm showing you from here, and I really need to zoom it in a lot. This is the top of the station. This is the top of that's mean the restaurant, the very top. This building I showed you on my Rustaveli Avenue tours. This is, oh, you can't really tell now, but this used to be a Russian Orthodox church, which the Soviets, so the Russians, deprived of the crosses, the domes, whatsoever, and it now looks like a really weirdly looking building which has some offices and also a cafe. But I would like, since there's not really too much time left, and I also have 2 more tours tonight, I'm not going too far, but I would like to show you one of my favorite buildings, one of the gems on Rustaveli Avenue. And for those who saw it before, who've seen it already, well, you will enjoy it just once again. For those who didn't see it, you're gonna like it. It will be a really nice cherry on top. Speaking of the 2 other tours that I'm doing tonight, so one of them is going to be about Israel, my second homeland. And I'm taking you to Nazareth tonight. We continue with the story of Jesus' ministry and the holy sites in the Holy Land in Galilee. We'll be talking about traditional understanding of holy sites, like where some of the important events from the history of life of Jesus took place according to the tradition, mostly Crusader, but also Byzantine times. And also we'll talk about archaeology behind it and history of those holy sites. And also, if time permits, I'll take you to another spot called Bethsaida, which is one of the cities that was cursed by Jesus. We'll see. And also there's going to be one more tour, which is about St. Petersburg, Peterhof. We are visiting the special treasury of the Romanovs to see personal items of the Romanovs, their jewelry, some Fabergé. Oh, okay, there are lots of kitties here. Oh, it's a mom kitty. She's taken her kitty back home somewhere. Hi there. Oh, okay. So, but let me go back to since I wasn't sure that there would be a way. Thank you, Ronaldine. I decided to go around, but I didn't have done that at all. I also like the way the building, the Gabashvili house, looks like. A family of kittens, exactly. So this is the house of the Gabashvili family. The house is famous for its architecture, really ornate balcony, And I bet the family, the descendants of Gabashvili, because the house still belongs to the Gabashvili family, I bet they're not too happy about the cable car's return. Also, I really like that creature on the top, a lion, like really fierce one. But you probably know that these are people will be putting these gargouilles, griffons, and all sorts of like scary creatures to scare away the bad and the evil from their houses. And also, the fantastic thing is, oh, thank you for turning some more lights on. No, this is very sweet of them. It looks a bit eerie at night. And the amazing thing is that this it's still one of the same family that lives in the house. And also the amazing thing that Gabashvili family, half of the family were actually of the noble descent. And in the Soviet period, there was a witch hunt. That the Bolsheviks, ever since the Red Terror was launched in the 1920s, they started this very bloody campaign, and they would try to eliminate as many of the people of noble descent or anyhow related with the previous Tsarist regime. They tried to get rid of them. But because the daughter of Gabashvili married to a man of I would say, not a noble descent, the family was spared because her husband was a doctor. And not just a doctor, he was a very good specialist who specialized on, he had a very specific, I would say, focus. He was very good. And he even happened to treat Joseph Stalin. So the family was spared. The locals call it a lace house. I know this looks like a very dark archway, and it should have been the spot for my Halloween tour, but the itinerary was different. And by the way, my Halloween tours are still available to watch on my YouTube channel. Since you're watching this, you know where my YouTube channel is. I really, really wanted to see these cable cars from here. It looks quite surreal. And also, I wanted to see what it looks like the balcony, the famous Georgian balcony. Cities look different at night and during the day. Every city would look a bit different. So the famous Georgian balcony. Again, the cable car. Luckily, the cable cars are not loud. Like, I can hear nothing. I bet in the Soviet times they probably squeaked. And if I come a little closer, you'll see that, the lower section is all covered in glass. But the upper section is open. And laundry. Yeah, I love this. Looks so cozy. That was a bit scary. Like, for a minute I thought there's someone standing there, but it's just a coat, probably drying, or maybe just scaring everyone off. You never know. Anyway, so before we begin, I would like to thank everyone for joining me on this a little less informative, but still, I would say, really fun tour. And you didn't get too scared. Shall I dance for the light? Yeah, just a little dance. A little party, never hurt nobody. Thank you so much for joining me. Looks like there's a really patchy connectivity, so I will move over there. And also, if you missed any of my tours as of yesterday, or as of the past week, or the tour in Gardenia Shevardnadze, a beautiful, absolutely charming garden, far from the downtown, not very touristy site, where mostly locals go. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you, dear. Let me see the chat. The messages disappear so quickly. Thank you so much. It was nice. So we managed to get into all of us managed to get into one one car. That's great. That's great. So, and as you probably know, I will be traveling a little bit earlier next week. I mean, this Monday, actually, this Monday evening, I will be flying somewhere, and uh, well, you may all of a sudden get a notification of a short notice or maybe just a surprise live stream from the new location. So the recordings will be available afterwards as usual. If you can't make it in the convenient, if it's not really convenient time for you, you can always watch at your convenient time later. And the tours for the next weekend will be scheduled shortly. That will be tours of Israel, tours of St. Petersburg, tours of Tbilisi for sure, and I have several projects that I'm now finishing. So there will be a lot more, and I'm already planning the Christmas program. There are many things happening here at Christmas. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. Thank you, the beautiful Lace House, and bye bye. And thank you so much for your support. Bye bye, everyone.